37A!
30 what?
37A!
I've never heard of it.
It's dark! I'm getting scared!
Come on, 37A, where are you? I know it's here somewhere really close. Right here. It's been here all the time.
We're back. Live. And this is the TUCSON Western International Telethon.
Opening up Jim Slick Mortuary, and we're going to bring our customers the same bargains and outstanding values that made Jim Slick Fiat so successful here in Tucson.
That certainly will be good news to our listeners, Jim.
Thank you, Hank. Friends, this weekend only we are having a gigantic Get Acquainted sale. Now you can save up to 30-40% off the normal funeral price. Here's just an example of the many buys going on this week at Jim Slick Mortuary. This 1976 Briarwood normally goes for $1,300. But this week only, $11.99.
It's nice to know someone's trying to do something about the high cost of living.
And that's not all, Hank. We've got some more good news for our customers out there. To give you a wider selection than ever before, we're bringing out a brand new sport line of coffins. Now, here's just a sample of these brand new 1981 models now on sale at Jim Slick Mortuary. For you Jaws fans, here's a real eye-catcher. This normally retails for $6.95, but this week only at Jim Slick Mortuary, $5.99. We're closing our eyes and letting you steal that one.
Hey, you take credit cards, Jim?
We sure do, Hank. They won't need them.
Thank you, Jim. Now, back to our movie.
Try Aunt Wilma's secret sauce. It's perfect on all kinds of salads, and it's great in cooking, too. It brings out the rich, full flavors of meatloafs and casseroles. In fact, it brings out the best flavor in almost anything. So the next time you want something to taste great, pick up some of Aunt Wilma's secret sauce. Another fine product from Aunt Wilma.
Coming up ahead is one of those favorite sights of Tucson that took your breath away in Arizona highways and National Geographic. Here's that scene to make your friends back home envious of your Tucson visit. It's the famous desert landscape with the majestic saguaro stretching up to the sun. Okay, let's go on to our next attraction. Here we are, everybody out for another spectacular attraction of Tucson. Here we are at Tucson's most famous historical site. This is the home of a beautiful legend. Okay, let's go on to our next attraction. glorious Palo Verde tree, the official state tree of Arizona. Now, the Palo Verde in May blooms a beautiful shimmering yellow. And it's a good thing we're not in San Francisco, otherwise we'd have all those hills. Coming up on your right is one of Tucson's most famous historical sites. Oh, wait, hold it, you got a little too far. Back up, come on a little bit. Now, you've all heard of the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland, and I'm sure you've heard of Bigfoot in the California redwoods. Now, how many of you have heard about Tucson's monster? According to various sightings, he is a large man with a very big stomach. He has been appropriately named Big Gut. We don't know too much about Big Gut except that he likes beer and chimichangas. Well, Tucson Tours is proud to announce that we have uncovered the first evidence of Big Gut's existence. Are your cameras ready to capture these historical findings? Here we go. There. That's where Big Gut has been. And notice the lovely desert flowers on the right that won't bloom yet for several months. Well, that concludes our tour. On behalf of the management of Tucson Tours, we thank you for joining us today. And we hope the next time you're in Tucson...
There's just no way, you know something, when you do live television, there are so many parts to live television that can go wrong. You know, right now, we're standing out here on the street. We were going to come on live with Lou Murphy at 9 o'clock. And you want to know something? We almost made it this week. But for those of you who are tuning in now, who have been watching, there are a lot of friends. Ron Astor's watching. Lou Murphy, I know, was watching. I don't know whether... I mean, Lou Murphy, you know, got to see Jackie Kennedy coming through the door, and now he found out what kind of a program he really was working on, didn't he?
I guess he did. I hope he wasn't too shocked, David. Hi, Lou. We sure did enjoy having you on the show.
Mayor Murphy, we appreciate here at the telethon you lending the dignity of your office to us here at TWiT Center.
And this crazy show that we do. David,
that's right. Do you know who else has lent their credibility to us, Randy?
The Tucson Water Department.
That's right. And guess who's our special guest tonight? We have Peat The Beak. That's right. And you know something, Randy? Let me tell you this, that according to the statistics that have been coming in, Peat The Beak has been helping save 20 million gallons of water a day.
That's amazing.
That's right.
Let's hear it for Pete.
That's right. Hey, you know something? I've been wondering what we've been doing with all of these particular savings of the gallons of water, and I don't really know. Maybe they're going to build a lake somewhere. Is that what they're trying to do? Pete, are they trying to build a lake? Is that it? Lake Tucson.
Lake Tucson?
That's right.
We could install 5 million more toilets, David, according to the statistics. That would about do it, too.
We need them, too. That's the crowd back on the street, back on the street. You know something? For those of you at home, what we missed before was the phone number to call if you're sitting at home watching this show is 882-9010 or 9010. Now, can we sing that? 882-9010, 882-9010, 882-9010. When we get through, we'll sing it again. Yeah, 882-9010, 882-9010, 882-9010. When we get through, we'll sing it again.
No, we won't sing it anymore.
Enough of the song.
We're live here from the corner of Stone and Congress. So if you're not doing anything at home this evening, you have the car, you have your motorcycle, you have your bicycles. Come on down, and join us. You can stand around. Oh, here, we're just having somebody pull right up here on the street. Come on over here. Come on.
This is a nice bike.
All right. Hey, all right. Let's do a little man on the street here. Tell me, sir, what's your name?
Art.
Art. Your whole name, Art?
Simone.
That's your whole name. What do you do besides riding a bicycle, let's say?
That's all I do is just cruise.
Just cruise around.
All right.
Well, we're really glad that you cruised down here into the Tucson Western International Telethon. Do you have any idea what you've let yourself in for?
Oh, no. I ain't got nothing in today. I don't water my plants, you know. Just let the rain go for it, you know, and it's cool, you know.
So it's better if y'all know. Oh, wow, is this live? What's the deal here?
You're live. You're live all the way. Would you like to say hi to your mom or?
Hey, Mom, if you're watching, hey, I'm okay. You know, I got my fans across the street there. You know, and everything's cool. And I'm partying.
Yeah, way to go.
Brought my brand new wheels. You know, just doing all right. So everybody who's ever partying out there, have a good time. Don't get too wasted, and you know, just be cool. You know, party down. You know, just hang loose. You know, and water those trees every now and then. You know, make sure.
That's terrific, Art. Thank you very much.
No problem. Hey.
All right, thank you very much for coming by. And, you know, drop in the next time you're in town. Hi, we're the TUCSON Western International Telethon, live here at Stone and Congress. Come on up, we'd like to talk to you. Hi there.
Come on over. Yeah.
Show some of those cars. Show the people going by. Hello, sir. This is the TUCSON Western International Telethon at 882-9010.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're sitting at home, let me have one of these, Kay. Okay. All right. This, ladies and gentlemen, sitting here is Miss Kay Vandermark, who is acting as our TWiT phone operator of the week. Kay is from the Sunset Years soap opera crew. Last week she was on camera. She was one of the gorillas coming in. And tonight she's taking all the calls here on the telethon. So when you dial into 882-9010, you'll be talking to Kay first, and then we'll come over here to the speaker box and we'll put you on the air. That's what this telethon is all about. Getting Tucson together. Unity. Let's get together. We have these cable television systems. We have the phones. And we're able to interconnect between each other. Right now, the guys out on the street, some of them are for one rock band. We've got another band over here. And a little while, we're going to have the guys coming down from ipso facto, and they're going to be joining in on the game. Do we have something out in the street right now?
Hi, this is Randy Harris again, and we're live with the TUCSON Western International Telethon at the corner of Congress and Stone. And we just stopped someone here in the car. We're harassing them, and we're going to find out what they're doing here on the Friday evening. Hi. Hi, we're live and on the air. Yes, we're serious. Stand back a little bit. We'd like to know what you're doing downtown on a Friday evening.
You seen the two guys yet? No. Come on.
Well, there you have it. Cruising seems to be the thing to do here on Friday evening down on the corner of Stone and Congress. So we have some other people on the street. We'll just walk over here a minute. Thank you very much. And tell me, sir, what are you doing down here on the street on a Friday evening?
It's a good question at this point. I was just cruising through town, man, and see, I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's a great place to live, but I wouldn't want to live there permanently because you wake up hearing the birds coughing and hacking. So I went to Phoenix, and I found out I was in L.A. I went to L.A., found out I was in Phoenix. So I finally ended up in Tucson. That's with a C, you know.
That's with, like, TUCSON.
There you go, you got it. So what's happening right here? You got your cameras right there.
Right,
you got you right there with a microphone.
And we're live here on the streets of Tucson. This is the Tucson.
You're live. I'm semi-live.
I think I understand.
Yeah.
All right, what's your name, sir?
My name's Buck.
Buck.
Yeah, that's with a B.
All right.
Capital B.
Is that like
small U?
Like money or like the deer?
Like the deer. Running quickly.
Well, tell me, Buck, what's happening down here on the streets? Have you been on the streets of Tucson for very long?
Well, long enough to know that I've been here too long to really care. You dig?
I think I do.
Yeah, some of the times, only when I cannot find another nice place to live. I was living in a nice empty dumpster for a while. Unfortunately, there was no food coming out of that place at the time. There was people with pigs inside their restaurant. They were eating it all. Not worrying about the people on the streets at all.
Oh, that's a sad problem.
Yeah, it is.
It's a sad problem. We do have problems in our society, and there are people who live on the streets, and we do feel sorry. We have some tomatoes and peaches over there. If you'd like to help yourself to one of those, we're going to be using them later in the program for various nefarious.
Hanging out on the street there.
So, local transient hanging out on the street. Oh, I see him over there. How do you do, sir? We'll be with you in a short bit. Right now, we've got something else in the studio, and we're going to flash you back in there, and this is the TUCSON Western International Telethon.
And we're back here in the studio right now, and on the speakerphone, we've got Jerome. Jerome, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Jerome, what are you guys doing?
We're having a party, a huge orgy with about 25 people. Here's my friend. Fuck me!
Well, that was Jerome, who has just gone off the air. You know something? Jerome sat there for 8 minutes while we did that last bit out on the street. Kay is going to push the button on anybody who calls up with obscene language. That's not fun. Oh, come on. Last week we got into all kinds of trouble because we put the pantyhose over our heads. I'm serious about this. The only way that this telethon is going to work, and this form of communication for all of us, is if we don't use the obscene language. You can call up and say a lot of things. You can issue high school challenges. You can go do just about anything. But please don't use obscene language. Think of it as you were going to talk to your own mother. That's one thing that'll help all of us. Because if we get caught talking bad, they're going to throw us, oh, come on. The guys in the band are all laughing there. They think it's pretty fun. What does it say? Stay home, Jerome. Right on. Let's leave Jerome where he is. Okay, listen. What you got there, Kay? Who's on the phone?
It's Steve.
It's Steve. Let's talk to Steve and see if the second call of the night will not be obscene. Okay, everybody ready? All right, we're going to punch in. Kay, you got to punch out. All right? Steve, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good.
What do you think about a guy like Jerome who'd call up and make obscene remarks?
It's disgusting.
Isn't that true? Isn't it true? You got any friends with you tonight there, Steve?
You bet.
How many people are watching the show with you?
12.
12?
Yeah.
They have a crowd. Where are you? What part of town are you in, Steve?
East side.
You're over on the east side. There's a party watching this show over on the east side. How about that? Quite seriously, in the old days, we used to sit around and watch Saturday Night Live, didn't we? We'd go get together and have a couple of drinks and laugh at what the people were doing. And that was a lot of fun. Did you used to do that, Kay?
Certainly did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
people can do that with us now.
That's right. So, listen, as you're sitting at home, thanks an awful lot for calling, Steve. You were on the air. Call a friend. What happened to Steve? Steve went away. I pushed the button. Steve is gone. Jerome is gone. This show is live, and before I break myself up, I'm going to tell you 3 things. One is, our next number is our band, Jerry Rosado, Kevin Schramm, and Mark Gallegos, and they're going to play a selection called Money. Keep watching the telethon. Remember, call a friend and tell them we're on the air, because that's the only way this thing will work. Give us a call, and we'll put you on the air. But please, no obscene phone calls. Okay, guys, let's hear Money.
of them in the program. That's okay. Oh, hi, we're on the air. I'm standing here with Buck, one of the new Tucson street people. And surprisingly enough, as Buck and I were talking while the band was playing, I found out that this man has been in television, he's been in radio, he's been an actor, and surprisingly enough, there's very little difference between the two of us other than a few years.
Yeah, and you're taller.
And I'm a bit taller.
Except when I stand up, you ain't that much taller.
That's right. And seeing as how we're really kind of strapped for people tonight, we've lost a couple of the people who were supposed to be here. Dorothy Schuff had to go to the hospital to check on something. I'm going to turn the show over to Muff. Now this is Buck, I'm sorry. This is really kind of an unusual thing.
Trying to blow my cover, ain't you?
I did try to blow your cover, yes. But I'm going to give it over to you, and we'll see if you can keep it straight for a while.
Okay, Randy, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muff Edward. I'm appearing at La Theater in the next production of Sly Fox. Right now, Habeas Corpus is playing. In fact, it's still going on. With me right now is KC90 personality, Sidney Lee. And Sidney, how's it going, partner?
Hey, I tell you what, it's going. There's all kinds of cars just cruising. I mean, it is happening here at the studio. You do want to come down. I mean, we've got all kinds of news for you. We got the Sons of a Beach here. I mean,
the Sons of the Beach. Sons of the Beach.
These guys are really cool. I mean, I know them personally, and you know, they are just cool. Let's just hand it over to them. You know.
Wow, this is Juan Gallegos, and I'm Joris Tichy, and we're the Sons of the Beach. Hey! We do everything for anything. Okay, here you go. We're gonna go. We got equipment in the car. Goodbye.
Right. Thank you very much, Muff. I mean,
just one other thing. People call in. Everybody's giving you the telephone numbers. We need to know that you're out there. It is a good happening. If you want to be on TV, come on down. It's a good cause. We're going to go back into the studio. I understand they're going to have a wild thing coming up with tomatoes.
Hey, by the way, we've got many uses for tomatoes, as you know. I mean, other than eating, there are many other uses for tomatoes, believe it or not, and you do want to stick around. But for right now, we're going to go back into the studio.
We're going to wrap it up and back inside, guys.
What do we got there, Kay?
Okay. May I have your name? Jay. Okay, we have Jay on. Would you like to speak?
Certainly, I'll talk to Jay. I'll take a call from
Jay. On a button there, we have Randy coming, and he's going to talk to you.
Hi, Jay. Yes, I'm here. How are you?
I'm having trouble hearing you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear that. Maybe you remember me. I was in Royal de Grease Paid with you.
Jay Layman. Hey, great.
Right.
Hi, why don't you come down and juggle for us?
Sure.
Do a little acrobatic.
I'm in a towel right now, but I think I can come down. Maybe.
Be great to see you.
In a towel, yes, I'm sure. I'm saying hi and glad to see you, and I couldn't believe it. I was just flipping on the cable channel and looking absolutely desperate for something to watch. There's nothing on the pay cables as it was.
That's right.
Independent stations are so much better.
That's right. This is a pretty unique program, don't you think?
Absolutely. The quality is incredible. I mean, Officer and a Gentleman, no way. I mean, Richard Gere, I would rather watch you than Richard Gere. I think a lot of people would agree with me that. Don't you agree there in the studio?
Yeah! Don't you know, Jay, it's people like you and me and the people here and the people at home that make this program possible. If we show up, we bring our acts, we do our thing, we call our friends and let them know that this show is on.
Well, incredible. I didn't know anything about it. Nobody called me, and if you just called me, I would have come down. You know, I'm just sitting here looking for a job. By the way, if you have a job, please call 555-8621. Jay, I will do any work provided that I don't have to actually work.
You know, that's an amazing coincidence, Jay. David and I are looking for exactly the same sort of position.
You're doing that right now.
That's, well, this is, you think we get paid for this, you're out of your mind, man. It's costing us a fortune to do this show. But seriously, you know, if there are people at home who have a job that pays over $15 an hour, would like to give David and I a call, it would be a couple hours a week, we didn't have to do much work, we'd be happy to do that sort of thing.
Well, so would I. You know, I think that's the American dream, really, is to get paid for doing nothing.
I think it is.
Yes, and to drink a lot at the same time. Preferably a large tequila or a margarita.
Well, let's not get partisan. You know, Scotch isn't bad.
I'd like to comment on this obscene language. I think that was terrible. By the way, I think that was just terrible. Were you in the studio at the time?
No, I guess I wasn't. Obscene language?
Yeah, someone called and used some obscene language, and I just feel terrible about that. But, you know, there are a lot of people out there that aren't very supportive of what you do, but I want you to know that I am. I support you all the way, and if you're going to do this again, I'd love to come down, help you out.
Well, terrific. It looks like we're going to be doing it live about 3 Friday nights a month, if we can work it out that way.
Incredible. I can't think of anybody else better qualified to do it.
Well, thanks, Jay. We'd love to have you come down, do some acrobatics, clowning, mime, juggling, the things you do so well.
Yeah, you too. You were great at roller grease paint, by the way.
Thanks. Great talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Keep up the good work.
All right. Bye-bye. That was Jay Layman, a fantastic performer who will be down next week, perhaps. We're going to have some other fantastic performers on the show. We have some fantastic performers tonight. If you're a fantastic performer, you could give us a call. You could give us a call at, there's a call, 882-9010. And this is the telethon. Roxanne Newsom, we're ready for your story of the week.
Oh, my goodness. I was aghast. I went down to La Posada, and there I saw a man who stuck his finger up his nose so far that his thumb come out his ear.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, I'm sorry, but you've already heard it.
9010, 88-9010. When we get through, I'll sing it again. Oh, 88-9010, 88-9010, 88-9010. When I get through, I'll sing it again. Oh, 88-9010, 88-9010. 88-9010. When I get through, I'll sing it again. Whoa, 88-9010. 88-9010.
This is the voice of dignity, and you're currently plugged into the TWiT network, the TUCSON Western International Telethon. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly happen. However, it is raining outside. We're reorganizing in the studio. Meanwhile, stay tuned. You're watching the telethon, channel 37A and 10B in Tucson. We're sorry to those of you who called while the band was playing. Such an excellent band that Kay couldn't hear your calls. Kay, have you got a caller on now?
Well, Chris is a young lady who works for Cox Cable and never gets a chance to see us, and I thought maybe Randy might like to talk to her. She doesn't seem to know what to say, and you can always get people to talk.
Come on in, Randy.
Yes, I'd love to talk to, what's her name?
Chris.
Chris.
Here you go, Chris.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What do you do with Cox Cable?
Oh, I work in telemarketing.
In telemarketing. What's that exactly?
Well, basically what we do is offer people special offers over the telephone, our subscribers that we already have.
Do you tell them about the TUCSON Western International Telethon?
I don't know anything about it. I'm always working. I never get a chance to look at my cable.
Well, I think it's a really good selling point, actually, that now Cox Cable is carrying the TUCSON Western International Telethon on Friday and Saturday evenings, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's terrific. Friday and Saturday. Is that it?
That's it right now. We're live on Friday nights, and then we do a tape show on Saturdays.
Oh, well, that's really interesting. I think you guys are really crazy. It's neat.
Great. Do you have some friends who have cable?
I don't know. All my friends have cable.
All of your friends have cable?
Yeah.
Well, have you given them a call to let them know that this crazy show is on?
No, I haven't, but I guess I can do that.
Yeah, why don't you do that? We're going to go back on the air, back to a taped portion right now. It was nice talking to you.
Great talking to you, too. You guys keep up the good work. You're really, really terrific.
Thank you. We have a lot of fun. Good night.
Thank goodness for dirt. Look how white my wash is now. And that's really important when you have 3 active boys and a hard-working husband.
Uh-oh, ring around the collar.
Oh, darn. I've tried everything to get rid of that darn ring around the collar.
Last year, we asked Mrs. Benderson to try new improved dirt.
Thank goodness for new improved dirt. Just look how white my wash is now. And no more ring around the collar. And that's really very important when you have 3 active boys and a husband who's under a lot of pressure.
Round in the shorts.
Oh, darn. I've tried absolutely everything, and I just can't get rid of that brown in the shorts.
We recently asked Mrs. Benderson to try new improved extra bold triple action with K42 dirt.
Thank goodness for new improved extra bold triple action with K42 dirt. Just look how clean my wash is now. And no more ring around the collar, and no more brown in the shorts. And that's really very important when you have 3 active boys and a husband who's a little runny in the back.
Good evening. I'm Hal Bellows, and welcome to Issues of Tucson. Tonight we are ready to tackle another issue of vital importance for the community. Since the subject matter may be sensitive to many, and since we want to maintain the high standards of good taste that have been characteristic of this show in the past, we will refer to tonight's subject by its initials. Tonight's subject is... Well, let me read you this letter that was sent to us. It's from Joyce Harrington, who writes, Dear Hal, is there anything we can do about all the... And this is the only time I will mention the word. From here on, it will be known as NP. Is there anything we can do about all the nose picking that's being done here in Tucson? I'd like at this point to introduce our distinguished panel for tonight's discussion. On my left is Pearl Meyerson, President of the Concerned Citizens for a Clean Environment. On her left, Dr. Jason Holquist, Director of Behavioral Sciences at the University of Arizona. On his left, representing the government, Walter Hagerman, Special Advisor to the President. And last, Stephen Pescadino, President of the Students for Anything at the University. Pearl, let's start with you. Just how serious is NPing here in Tucson?
Well, Hal, I think it's very serious. All you have to do is to take a drive down Speedway Boulevard. Look over out on one side, and there are the beautiful Catalina Mountains. You look on the other side, and there is a driver with his finger up his nose. Need I say any more?
So what's wrong with that? You don't have to watch. Besides, you should be keeping your eyes on the road anyway.
That in itself is not the problem, even though it is disgusting. The problem is what they do next. They fling their NBs out into the street.
So what?
Then, Pearl, you're saying that this is a sanitation problem.
Oh, definitely, Hal. I mean, one nose booger is...
NB, Pearl.
Oh, right, NB. Now, one NB doesn't seem much, but it all adds up. Now, I've got some figures here. Now, there's approximately 100,000 drivers on Speedway on any given day. Now, if half of them are to pick, and the average NB weighs 0.5 of an ounce, that's 50,000 times 0.5, or 25,000 ounces, or approximately 1,600 pounds of NBs that are being thrown out onto Speedway every day. Multiply that by 365 days in the year, and you get 584,000 pounds of NB on Speedway. And that's only just one street. I don't have to tell you the health hazards, much less the added burden to the street maintenance department. And that's not even counting the tourists that come here, NP, and then go home, leaving their NBs here.
Now, what about government controls, Walter? Are they right around the corner?
Absolutely not, Hal. At this time, the president is against government controls of any type. If people want to pick, they're going to find a way to pick. We don't want to create a situation like we had in the days of Prohibition, where people would go in private clubs and pick, which of course leaves the door open for organized crime to come in and make the situation even worse. What the president has come up with is voluntary guidelines. He'd like to see every citizen cut back his picking 15%. Tighten his belt, so to speak.
Or tighten his nostril, so to speak.
Right, very good.
Dr. Holquist, can you shed any light on this subject from a scientific viewpoint?
Thank you, Hal. Our weather is warm and dry, which quickly dries the mucus in our noses, creating mucus nebulices, or more commonly known as NBs. Now, this is further aggravated by all the dust that is blown in from our desert terrain. This also, we have all these pollens in the area, which cause the mucous membranes to all swell up
how
in
long
here.
is this going to go on? I mean, if I wanted to know the history of nose boogers in the Southwest, I would have signed up for the course.
That's history of NBs in the Southwest, Steve.
That's NP 101.
Now, Doctor, just what are the scientific implications of all this?
Well, keep this under your hat, Hal, because it's still in its formative stage. But because of the overabundance of NBs here in Tucson, we have a government grant to test the feasibility of converting NBs into fuel. So, if this program is a success, our country has an endless source of
It was in a faraway place, close to the hearts of those knowing love. And there was a village called Angelville. Now, if you were going too fast or happened to sneeze, you wouldn't see it. Angelville, well, it was just a tiny, oh so tiny speck of a place. It was a desert oasis with simple wooden and adobe houses and dirt roads. But the light which shone from Angelville, well, it was so strong, it was like the spark tips of the heavens.
I got a call on the line.
Okay, can we get in? Can we come out to us live? What's the story?
Getting ready.
Okay, that's fine. This is what's known. Come on over here, Pete. We're gonna, look, we're back on. We're back on the air. How about that?
Hi.
Yeah. This is what's called, in the early days of television, you know, there are many, many, many stories that go on about the days that they were pulled out to a wide shot, and actually there was one of the stagehands sitting in the back playing gin rummy in the middle of this hospital operating room. Or worse. We're here with Peat The Beak still, Randy. Isn't Pete wonderful?
Pete's wonderful, Dave. Many people don't know this, but I was the first Peat The Beak.
You were the first Peat The Beak?
I wore the first costume. They just finished making the head, and I wore the costume the first time with Hank Lomanak at Channel 11.
Well, I think that's pretty tremendous. You know something, Randy? Peat The Beak represents something to all of the Tucsonans who are watching, because, you know, Pete means that we're saving water. He's a reminder to save water. It may be raining outside right now, and when the cameras go back out on the streets, you'll see that it's just pouring down here. Ducks are happy with it. People kind of melt a little bit.
It's great weather for ducks.
Oh, yeah, but Pete represents the fact that in Tucson, Arizona, people are starting to get together to do something about problems. There's a little bit of unity. What Pete represents is 20 million gallons of water a day.
You know, I wouldn't be at all surprised, David, if Pete were personally responsible for the wet monsoon season that we're having this year.
Do you think Pete was responsible for the monsoon season? If you were at home right now and have an opinion about whether Pete has been responsible for the monsoon season, why don't they give us a call? The number is
882-9010. And you know what? I think we have a call on the line right now.
Well, let's find out right now. Come on,
take it
Pete.
live.
Yeah, let's see. What's happening here?
We have JR.
Okay. Hello, JR.
Hello?
How are you?
Fine.
What's happening with you this evening?
Well, we were sitting here watching the telethon, and we thought you could have done that without the video on the boogers. I think that you carried it just a little bit too far.
The video boogers was carried too far?
Well, not to be insulting, maybe just a little bit too far.
Well, how far is too far about boogers? I mean, listen, can we clear the line so that we can get another phone call about the boogers?
Wait.
Oh, you got more?
Well, my cat was watching too, and my cat told me.
Your cat told you?
Well, I was talking to my cat. She was watching the show with me, and came up with a revelation. Did you know? This is what my cat told me.
What did your cat tell you?
That Bert Lance is actually the Antichrist. Is that something or what?
Your cat told you that Bert Lance is actually the Antichrist. Thank you for calling the telethon.
There you have it. There you have it.
You heard it here first. You heard it here
first. The TUCSON
first.
Western International Telethon.
Absolutely incredible. Here in Tucson, Arizona. The
And
number to call. Go ahead.
Oh, if you'd like to call us now at 882-9010 for the next 15 minutes, David and I are going to be giving out verbal abuse. So give us a call. A first call. This is a call for verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse here. What can we do for you?
Hello?
Hello?
Is there anyone there?
Is this my mother? Are you there?
Well, there you have it. That's the,
Maybe they're giving us abuse.
You want to receive a little verbal abuse.
Oh, great. We have someone who's
Fantastic.
willing to receive a little verbal abuse here.
Okay, what's...
Hello, who's this?
This is Dave.
Why did you call us, Dave?
I was hoping to receive a bit of verbal abuse, please.
Hey, look, why don't you call us back when you're sober, okay?
Well, I was hoping I could get some now.
Well, look, stick it in your ear, Dave. We really don't want to hear from you anyway. This is a dumb telethon, and you're pretty dumb, and we don't want you to call anymore, so hang up, all right?
Well, I feel that you guys are dumb, whereas I am smart.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold it. Can you see the guys in the band here? Come on, let's get a shot of the guys in the band. All right, now these guys have been working with us for a while. Now, all right, are we the ones that are dumb, or is this guy calling up saying we're dumb?
Hey, jump right in there, guys. Go ahead. It's a hard question, I know.
This is the telethon now. Come on. All right, Dave, if you're out there, thank you for calling, and we'll have another call coming in real quick. Someone else who might want some verbal abuse.
No problem. It's been a pleasure, more than a pleasure talking to you fellas.
Okay, thanks a lot. Keep watching and tell a friend.
No problem, bud.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. Bye-bye.
And if you're watching at home right now, obviously you are. This wouldn't be going on. Maybe it's coming in through one of your fillings. Here's another call coming in. If you're watching at home, give a call to one of your friends. So if you have a cable, call someone and tell them if they have a cable. We're over there.
Oh. Okay.
That's the only way it's going to grow. Who was that, Kay?
We have someone now whose name is RJ.
Let's take the call here.
Okay.
Hello, RJ. Does your mother know you called?
My mother's dead.
Now wait. That's one of the oldest jokes we've ever heard.
Sad.
You know, you always get somebody to go up to someone else and say, hey, you know something? Mary Louise's mother's got that real funny name. It's like Albacina or something like that. What?
Cut the joke. This is my time.
Oh, this is your time. Okay, go ahead.
Why don't you guys get some better material? And who's that guy with the tie supposed to be? Pee Wee Herman's little brother?
I think, wait a second. We're supposed to give you verbal abuse, not the other way around.
We didn't call up for abuse.
You couldn't give a dead animal verbal abuse.
Well, we certainly gave it to you, didn't we? Goes to show, we can give it to a dead animal.
Listen, I got one more comment.
Yeah?
I want that lady to send me a piece of her underwear.
Well, there you have it. This is the TUCSON Western International Telethon, 882-9010. And if you have some of her underwear, please send it to RJ, care of the station.
Right now, there's another rock group with us. Ipso Facto came down and took a look at the show and then said they were going to go home and get their instruments. And they're also going to be playing at a gig tonight, so they were going to take part in the incredible scavenger hunt tonight, but unfortunately the rain and everything Well, they're not going to fight the suspicious.
I think we're missing the battle of the bands this evening.
Well,
too, unless the weather
wait.
clears up.
The rain has stopped, so we're going to be
rain has
going back out on the street. However, right now, we're going to go out to the lobby of the studios, where we have the group, the Suspicious, who are going to be talking with our friend Lee, if I got the name right. Sidney Lee. Sidney Lee. Come on, Sidney, come here. All right, come on in here. Bring what you got, Sidney, and then I'm going to send you and the mic on out here. This is Sidney Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
We got a camera over here, Sid. You want to talk to
Oh, do we want to talk to this one?
Sid works in radio. Which one are we on? Where are we?
Where are we?
Connie over there.
Oh,
Connie's
we're over
waving.
here.
See, that's
Okay,
Nevin
I'm
over
on.
there.
Hi,
Are you there? Okay.
What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to send you and the hand mic out to the lobby to go talk to a couple members of the Suspicious and get some intimate details of their personal life.
Well, what am I going to do with this, though, if I'm...
Well, that's going to be the surprise. The folks at home are going to have to watch to find out what a croquet mallet, a paper cup, and a tomato have to do with the Suspicious. So, Sid, Lee?
Yes.
Lee Sidney?
Sidney Lee.
See, he's a radio personality. He's from KCET, and, you know...
No, from KC 790.
Well, see, that's it. I listen to something called public access radio. And stuff.
Public access radio.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah, we do that here. Listen, go on out and get the Suspicious.
We're going to go talk to him right now.
I think we have a call on the line.
Okay, who do we got? We're ready here. Who's on the phone?
No, we're going to have any breakdancing.
Let's hear it from Sean. Sean, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Are you there?
Yes.
What part of town you in, Sean?
The central part.
Central.
Yes.
How long you been watching the show tonight?
About 10 minutes.
Oh, that's great. You see it last week?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Which show was better? You like last week more or this week?
Last week.
Why? What was better about last week?
You had breakers.
We had breakers. We got breakers. Somewhere around here tonight, there are a couple guys who are going to do some breakdancing. That's coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Tell a friend.
Okay, thank you.
All right now, why don't we go on out to the lobby and find out what Lee's doing with the Suspicious. So take it out in the lobby.
Okay, we're back. New and improved, yes. We're talking to ipso facto, otherwise known as Morning Rocks. We've got the bass player and we've got the drum player here. And this is Don and this is Ken. Don?
Hi, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Good evening.
Listen, what kind of music do you all play? I mean, you know, I think our viewers would like to know that. Don?
Well,
Ken,
Don, whatever that is. We play pretty much a little bit of hard rock, a little bit of easy rock. We're trying to get into the kind of the punk scene a little bit, a little progressive type stuff.
Yeah, I noticed the haircut there.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, I've been trying to tone it down a little bit because, you know, Tucson's not that big of a punk rock town, but I think they're heading towards the LA sound.
Well, you know, I do believe that you're right there. We've got our own little fads here in Tucson.
That's right.
In fact, you know, I'm...
Tomato in the cup. Hey, what right?
Well, you know, this is the latest fad also, is the tomato in a cup. Actually, this is a cure for my smoking. We've also got a band here called Suspicion. Suspicious. I could be wrong. Okay. We've got some members here. Why don't we just let them do the talking?
Hello.
Who are you?
Hi. My name's Rick, and this is Kevin. We're the Suspicious. Hi. Please spell it right. Hi, Mom! Suspicious.
Okay, we're not really sure where they're coming from, but I'm sure if they're ever playing around town, you do want to check them out because they...
Characters.
Oh, where are you guys?
Characters.
Oh, I see. Very good. Okay, so they are playing around town. What are we doing back here now? Okay, I do believe we're going to be getting into our tomato croquet. Now, we were trying to figure out uses for a tomato. You know, we have many uses for a tomato.
We've got many uses for tomatoes, too. Yeah. Bad bands.
Yes, but we can't say that on television. Okay, now,
Been a good harvest.
you know, has it?
Yes, it has. It certainly has. Nice.
Yes, this is a huge, extra large tomato, and you know I'm running out of lines here, guys. Are we?
Bite deeply.
I'm not going to bite into this. This was out on the street.
You
Come
can
on.
choke on that.
Okay.
It's edible.
Hey, very. Oh, that's yeah.
Again.
All right.
Close up.
Do that again. Do that again.
All right. All right. Very good.
Swallow it. Swallow
we
it.
want to swallow it. Here, let's help it.
Oh, God.
Gnarly!
It's insane! It's insane!
Yes, we're going crazy. Listen, if you would like to participate, just come on down. 10 West Congress. We've got another tomato. Very good. We're going to let him do it again.
He's gonna throw up.
Oh, Bogue!
Now, wait a minute. Hey, that's 2 in a row, folks. We want to ask him how he's feeling.
You don't want to ask him anything.
Can you say something, buddy?
Hi, everyone.
Quality control.
Quality control.
This is going real well.
Classy radio station.
Now, if you would like to come down here and do something, hey, don't wipe that on my shirt. Just come on down to 10 West Congress, and we're going to be going into the studio right now.
If you have an act that can be described to a real lady, then give the telethon a call at 882-9010. And we have a caller, Dave. Where is your next caller from?
Our next caller is on the line right now, and they are calling from Newport Beach in Southern California. Are you there? What were you doing in Newport Beach today?
What was I doing in Newport Beach?
That's right. What were you doing in Newport Beach?
I was working, but you know what? Me. I mean, what the heck is going on with this dang Central American war? I mean, we got El Salvador and Nicaragua, and I don't know what the heck is going on.
Do you want us to tell you what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. If this man keeps tuned into the telethon, if you keep tuned to this network right here, we're going to have other callers that what?
Did you really say keep stewed to this network? You really said keep stewed to the network.
Wait. This man is calling. Hold it. This man is live here. Wait a minute. Oh, we have a man here who wants to talk to you about El Salvador. Will you hold on?
Yes, please.
Okay, we have an expert on El Salvador. Come on in here.
I'd like to make this serious. I'm not an expert on El Salvador.
Oh,
but
okay.
I have been to Nicaragua once.
Yes.
About 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I don't know. Can you hear me? All right. What is going on in El Salvador is that American corporations are, with the help of American government, supporting a dictatorship that kills off a lot of people, not just the evil communists, but labor unions, teachers, peasants that happen to be in the way. Okay, and the whole reason behind this is not some vague, abstract fighting the Russians. It's money. There's a lot of economic profit. Standard Oil. There's a lot of companies down there. It's a very serious thing. It's worth a lot of money, and that's what it is, really. I'm not in favor of the guerrillas either, but that's basically a simplified version of what's going on.
That's right. Well, I think we've done enough here. Bert Lance does not have to be the Antichrist either.
I hope maybe that you take it seriously, because it's a serious issue you're raising, and if you want to make fun of it, you can, but people are dying, and they're being murdered.
Let's thank him for a second here, and thank you for calling, and tell a friend about this. That's one of the things that we should be thinking about here as we keep doing this telethon week to week. There are a lot of questions that are going to be brought up, and this is probably one of the few times that in television the viewer himself can take part. There's not a position that we can take. We can only expose the ideas.
Yeah, that's my opinion, of course. You'll realize it's a personal opinion. It doesn't represent anyone but myself, and it's based on experience that's not, totally objective. You go someplace and you don't know exactly what you're seeing. You meet people. I don't have perfect Spanish speaking ability, but I do speak Spanish.
In the control room there, Charlie, let's cut into the videotape, and the telethon will continue. If you don't like the videotape, you can get up and go to the bathroom or call a friend and tell them to call us. So stay with us.
We're ready for your story of the week.
Well, Randy, you wouldn't believe this, but I was down at La Placita the other day, and I saw a man who had his finger so far into his ear that it came out his nose.
Sounds vaguely familiar. What was it? We'll be back right after this.
There are stories that people don't tell other people, and this is going to be one of them. My great Aunt Marie told me once about the wicked witch that used to get children who would come into their houses and she'd fry them up like gingerbread cookies. Yes, she did. She'd fry them up like gingerbread cookies. Now, if you don't go to sleep right now, I'm gonna slap you silly. Now, go to sleep. I don't want to hear any more out of you. Now, if you don't go to sleep, your father's going to come home and whale you. Are you going to be good? All right, now go to bed. That's a good little boy. Go to bed.
Welcome back to the telethon. It's all happening here. The phone's ringing, the dancers are calling, and right now, in the studio, Randy, you have somebody ready to dance for us.
Yes, we do, Hugh. Hi, tell me your name.
Isolda.
Isolda. And Isolda, it's wonderful to have you here dancing this evening. I thought for a moment there we were in danger of becoming Tucson's only serious comedy show. And it's nice to have a little break from that. Let's have a little a dance. What are you going to do for us?
I'm going to do a sword dance.
A sword dance.
Yeah.
I can hardly wait. Here is Isolda with the sword dance.
After today's program, no one can ever say to us that we run a boring program.
All right. That's terrific. Whoops, I think we better move away from the speaker. That's terrific, Isolda.
Thank you, thank you.
How long have you been belly dancing?
About 9 years, long time.
Are you a Tucson native?
No, but I've been here long enough that I could call myself one.
That's terrific. Where are you from?
Originally Denver.
From Denver.
Yes.
Well, how did you get started belly dancing?
Oh, I saw a dancer in Cairo, and I just flipped out. I just thought it was wonderful, and I said, that's for me. So I've been at it ever since.
That's amazing. Do you teach?
Yes, I do.
And where do you teach?
Well, I've been teaching privately, and I also worked for a long time with Xanadu Studios.
Meanwhile, I've always wanted to learn how to belly dance. And,
Have you really?
It's the time right now that everybody who's in the studio, the guys in the band who've been taking a break. We have Mr. Cawthorn who's going to come over. Come on, Mr. Cawthorn wants to learn. Jerry, come on over, Jerry.
All right. Hey, here's the man. Hey.
And the telethon is continuing again.
All right. And here we are, live. You too, right?
No.
No?
Right now, for those of you watching this program at home right now, we'll move into the camera frame.
All right.
We are right now outside in front. The rain has stopped. We are getting set up for the International Croquet Tomato Contest. That is correct. Members of the Suspicious are currently practicing right now with live tomatoes, and they will be out in front of the studios in approximately 5 minutes whacking the tomatoes.
Not half as much fun as belly dancing, though.
I think I'm going to just kind of watch this. This is something that I've been trying to see for a long time. I want to watch you teach these guys how to move.
Right.
All right. If I back off here, this might be. I'll hold on to the microphone, Mr.
Aren't you going to learn as well, David?
All right, I'll learn as well while the guys outside do it.
All right. Okay, here we go.
All right, I don't shake like this.
Lock the door, sir.
All right. Well, this is live television. You are watching the TUCSON Western Telethon. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna look at this. Look at Mr. Can we get a good shot of Mr. Cawthorn?
What style?
The number to call if you want to see more belly dancing like this is 882-9010. Kay Bennett, come on over here. Oh, fantastic! And bite him down. Okay. Look at this. Can you see this man's pelvis? Wait a minute. You've got to see this man's pelvis. I have not seen a pelvis like this in a long time. Keep that pelvis. No, you're somewhere you're going to be. Show this pelvis. Let's just keep showing this. Everybody around and around. Yeah, if you're standing in the wings, just kind of. These are the kinds of things you should do. When is it that marriage is going to take place?
Anytime now.
And if you're sitting at home right now and wondering what you should be doing, why don't you try this in your easy chairs together and send one of your friends into the kitchen, get out a can of beverage, maybe a sandwich, pick up that phone and call 882-9010, and we'll keep on shaking here. What other moves can we do besides moving like this? Oh, is that like shimmying like my sister Kate? I don't do that very well. And I'm going back out on the street right now with the Suspicious, and we're going to get the tomato croquet contest going. So we'll be out there with you in about 2 minutes.
That's terrific, David. We're going to take a short break right now. We're going to cut to a videotape, and so if I can find the right camera, keep watching. This is the TUCSON Western International Telethon 882-9010. Watch this.
The sugar's gone, the sugar's gone. You can bet darn sure that the sugar's gone if it's Aunt Wilma's sugarless gum.
Workers here at the Aunt Wilma Gum Factory here in Tucson carefully remove all the sugar from its gum. So when you ask for Aunt Wilma, you can rest assured there'll be no sugar in it. Pride and craftsmanship. It's what Aunt Wilma's all about.
I don't use new improved extra bold triple action with K42 dirt anymore. I use new improved extra strength quadruple action with K1050 dirt. No more ring around the collar, no more brown in the shorts, no more.
I'll kill any son of a bitch who comes near me.
When the going gets tough, a select team of dedicated police personnel is called upon the scene. The Tucson SWAT Team.
Okay, come on, get the hell out of there. Get off each other. Get out of there. Come on, get off this lap. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. In the morning. I just hate this gun. Get moving.
This unique group of highly trained men are ready for the most dangerous assignment.
Get off each other. We're still 6 blocks away. Now get up there and take that building. Put that hubcap back and take up positions around that building.
All right, Bonzelli, come out with your hands up. You haven't got a chance.
Everybody get back. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. I said get up there by that building and hit the ground.
Why do we always have to get down on the ground? This place hasn't been cleaned in a week. Oh, it's so rough.
Get down!
Yeah. Ouch. The Tucson SWAT team is a bunch of sissies.
Do you hear that? You hear what they're calling you? Are you going to take that?
Tucson SWAT team's a bunch of pussies.
Oh, yeah. How goes? Well, if he's going to use that kind of language, let's go someplace else. Right.
Ow! Fuck the Tucson SWAT team.
Knock it off, for Christ's sakes. Are you men or aren't you? You've been trained to be killers. You're the meanest, toughest men the police force have. You're going to charge that building and secure it because this is the job you've been trained for. Ready! Get set! Charge! I said charge!
Hi, anybody there? Well, I guess nobody's home. Maybe we should come back in a few hours.
Get back there or I'll blast your fannies off! Get back there or I'll...
Bonzelli, why don't you just give it up?
Okay.
Another dangerous mission accomplished thanks to the Tucson SWAT team.
Here we go. Are we live? Hello, here we are at TWiT, and we're going on with this. And we are playing Mr. Tomato, right?
Hey, it's the NBC game of the week. Yes.
Yay, let's hear it.
Hey,
come on.
Now, if you don't know what Mr. Tomato is, well, it is a tomato. Now, we're trying to figure out, you know, the many uses of a tomato. Well,
here we have a demonstration of the many uses of the tomato.
You never know.
And the hammer, of course.
Oh.
There it is.
Very
You saw it here first. Remember that.
Right. Hey, now listen. We've got some people here. Did you explain the rules for the NBC game of the week?
No, I didn't. Let me go over it one more time.
Did you want to go over that? Okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take these tomatoes, gentlemen, one at a time. One gentleman at a time, of course. And we're gonna put them through there. Let's see this now. There's the target back there. Excuse us. Okay, that's what we're going to put it through. Right through there. Okay, we're going to start from here. Now, of course, I have to tell you that this game is available for only $49.50.
What do you get? You get a mallet, as seen here. You get people to throw you tomatoes. You get a box of tomatoes. Can you give me a tomato, man? Hey.
All right.
With this. Hey, come on now. That's too many tomatoes. Tony, tell them more about it now.
We have the rules straight. Okay. No tomatoing below the belt. And we are going to start off with this gentleman right here. Your name is?
Ken.
Okay, Ken. Go ahead. Take it away, Ken.
Hey!
Okay, I didn't realize that we had pitching in this. This is the advanced form of Mr. Tomato. I mean, this is not your beginners.
What do we get off this?
You get satisfaction, right?
Drawing number 3! Hey! Now wait, you don't even have this thing held right. Now how are you supposed to... That's a baseball bat.
What's it go?
That's wait a minute, you.
Mr. Tomato racket.
This is a tomato mallet.
A tomato mallet?
It's a tomato mallet. You can't do this.
Okay,
no.
I got the tomato mallet.
No.
I'll hit you in the head.
Wait.
No violence, no violence. This is a clean show. G-rated.
Now, wait. Now, I want to show you just exactly how you play Mr. Tomato here. Right, you got this interlocking grip.
And that's
right?
surprise.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This is the pro now. This man had 35 years experience doing this.
I have been up on the tomato circuit for so long. It's an absolute incredible.
Okay, yep.
Now you see how my stance is?
I understand.
Like this. Right.
Interlock
Interlock. The thumb goes in there.
That's the key.
You know what that feels like?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in the count of 3, you get a little shake there. Like, were you practicing with the belly dancer before?
No.
Okay.
Well, before. I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I warmed her up.
Yeah. Well, she was pretty good.
She was good. She was A1.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Now, what you do here is you move the other ones out of the way.
Oh, that's 2 strokes.
There.
The wrist?
Yeah,
The wrist?
it's the wrist action.
wrist.
That's right. That's right.
No distance.
No.
We got the pro who flubbed it, right?
It's raining out here, and
it's raining.
No, the newcomer is going to show us something. Okay, your name is?
Kevin from The Suspicious, of course.
From The Suspicious, The Suspicious. Here we go. A new tomato.
All right, yes, a new tomato and a new player. Are we ready for this?
We are ready. Are we not ready?
No, yeah, well, maybe.
Okay. Positive attitude now.
Oh, you missed.
Strike one. Wait a minute.
There has been a new rule to the game. You do get 3 tries, okay? Get it in the hole.
Bring this gentleman back.
Let's just bring this gentleman back here. Okay.
Okay, one more.
Well, this is the last shot. He took one while we were off camera.
That's a foul ball, right? Isn't that a foul ball?
Okay.
Foul tomato. Foul tomato.
Such a good bung.
We're gonna hear the sound. Okay. Now let's get somebody else in here. Who do we have here? We have another band from Suspicious. We have another member. This is Rick.
Yes.
Rick, you want to try this, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna get the actual sound here of what it sounds like. I mean, this is interesting. This is television.
Okay. The tomato's making noise.
Oh.
Now,
hey, it was a clean shot.
That was it.
Lee, we've got time for one more.
We have got time.
One more member. Come on over.
Here we go.
Oh, you got this guy.
As the pretty girls drive by,
One more time.
we have. Okay, Neil of Suspicious is up next.
Okay,
Here we go. Neil's pre-game time plan. Neil, how did you like that one? I mean, was that a good shot?
We have a consolation prize.
Listen,
for you, though.
we do want to get one more player in here. Let me borrow your sunglasses, sir. Please, please. I do have to get some sunglasses in.
Get Donnie from Morning Rock.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We've got Donnie from Morning Rock here, and he's going to exhibit his true style. Okay, I am a disc jockey, believe it or not.
You gotta shake your cake when you get up here. You gotta interlock the grip.
Come on, guys.
Oh yeah. That's going through. Oh yeah. Ah, shot. Good shot.
Be careful, guys. We will be going back in to the mayor.
That's right.
As I am getting doused with tomatoes here.
It's reached that time when we've got to go back inside.
Okay, so we'll just go back in right now.
Watching these. God bless you.
The telethon will continue in just a moment. Why don't you take this time to call a friend, ask them to tune in. The number to call is 882-9010. I guarantee you that's not City Hall's number.
Cawthorn and I have just come on out here, out to stand in the rain, actually, because we
I need to recover from the belly dancer, Dave.
Wasn't she wonderful?
She's fantastic. I hope we're going to see her again.
Well, Isolde is sitting in the back room right now, and I understand that she's resting up for her next number.
I don't know what I'm doing out here, Dave.
Well, Hugh, actually, you came out with me to smoke a cigarette, and we'd get a breath of fresh air, let the folks see that it is raining on Congress Street, but not too bad. So if the folks at home want to come on down and at least wave as they drive by in the cars, that's a welcome sign, isn't it?
They might get a chance to play that tomato game.
That's right. We have a whole crate of tomatoes here. You say
tomato.
You say tomato, and I say tomato.
Potato.
Potato.
Oh, I forget the next line, Dave.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Sounds good to me. What's going on in the studio?
Right
Dave?
now we've got, wait a minute, Charlie Brown is here. Charlie's come on out.
Man.
Hi, how's it going out here?
It's going pretty good, Charlie.
Well, I just thought I'd come out here and mention one fact. If you've all been watching, I think you might have noticed that we're not the best, technically, but we're all trying pretty hard, and I think one of the big points that we're missing here is not only if you have talent that you'd like to bring down to the telethon, if you know how to do this stuff right, you can come down and help us, and maybe next time our show will look a little better than it does right now.
We'll see you next week.
That's right. Or give us a call right now if you have technical expertise at 882-9010. And we'll take your name and what you do, and then we'll get in touch with you during the rest of the week, and of course we'll get you scheduled in for next week's show.
Sounds good. We need technical talent, we need artistic talent.
We need just about everything you can possibly find. We have 2 breakdancers over here too, you know.
It's their show, David.
Of course.
If I can be on it, anybody can be on it.
I said that to myself. I said if Hugh Cawthorn could be on this show, anybody could be on it.
If an Englishman can appear, then what's wrong with everybody else out there?
Well, you know something, Hugh? I think we're going to go back into the studio right now because I understand that Randy has another song.
All right.
He's got a new band. Well, actually, it's the same band, but they've got a new name. It's got a new look, a new image, something loaded and just ready for everybody at home. They've taken a break. Isolde did her dance, and now we're going to go back into the studio. Randy Harris is going to be doing a number with, you guessed it, the Liberals. So take it away in the studio.
My very best friend's a Jew. You can tell he's got such a big nose, and his fingernails are blue. Some of my best friends are Negroes. My very best friend's a Jew. Bleeding hearts, we've got bleeding hearts. Got a business in the barrio. Mexican people are great. If you hate them, you're gonna be sorry-o. Better pick another people to hate. Got a business in the barrio. Mexican people are great. Bleeding hearts, we've got bleeding hearts.
What's going on?
Write a book about the Kennedys. It's the best way to fortune and fame. Lady Chatterley's tacky, so just mention Jackie, the fairest of all the fair game. Get your hook about the Kennedys, and you may win the Pulitzer Prize.
Hello, I'm Jackie Kennedy, and I'd like to invite you all to join me as special guests for the TUCSON Western International Telethon. And if you join me, you'll get more than household hints and more than current events. You'll be entertained. Just plug yourself into the TWiT network.
Hello? You've got an act, and you want to put it on. Well, I'd have to know a little bit about it. What do you mean, how come? Well, I've got to know what the act is. You might think it's good, but how come you think I'll think it's good? I got plenty of taste, but I'm very particular too. It's a seal act. Oh my God. What's so new about a seal act? They're what? Pornographic seals? What is my name and I sound cute? I'm old enough to be your mother. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not old enough to be your mother. But I'm not interested in a 70-year-old man. Heavens to Betsy, you're half dead. What am I doing tonight? I'm going out with my 39-year-old boyfriend. A real man like you, that's 70 years old. You've got experience. You should have experience at your age. Oh, I imagine you do know every trick in the book. No, 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 you can't pick me up at 8 o'clock tonight. Go out with your son? No, I don't want to go out with your son. All right, goodbye.
We're on. See?
Oh, yes.
You see, Rex? That's exactly it.
See the light.
You know, we keep losing the power somewhere along the way with the rain and the everything. You know, in television, there are millions upon millions of little tiny things that can all go wrong. So the folks at home
And they're all going wrong tonight.
We have hit just about every roadblock. Dorothy Schuff is on the way to the hospital. Carmela Della, our phone operator, she's numb below the waist, believe it or not. She's going into traction. Her son's got 102 temperature. Marion Lancaster broke her foot. She was the exotic dancer who was going to dance on the stage.
You're feeling good, David.
I'm feeling fine. I like coming out here in the rain. I think it's pretty good.
It's nice.
It's, you know, here in the desert, you know, most people think that rain, but in the desert, rain is a godsend.
We got plenty from England. I brought it over with me.
Did we lose power again?
I don't think we did. The light's still on the camera. I think they like the rain.
On the camera.
I think they like the rain. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the belly dancer.
Okay, they like the belly dancer. Are we going into the belly dancer? Is she ready? Somebody kind of wave at us and say if they're ready to go to the belly dancer. Isolde. Isolde is wonderful. She showed up tonight.
Let's talk about the Olympic Games, David.
Hey, what about Albania? Albania picked up 4 gold medals in the Olympics. Did you know that?
That was in 1916, David.
16, 17, and 18. They won 2 in 1918.
Nobody else has won the Olympic Games in 3 years running, David.
I don't know what else to say about it. I was thinking today to myself.
I think your tomato game is a must for the Olympics.
Do you think, Rex? Should be a new. All right, wait. Here, Rex, hold on to the tomato. Okay, hold it. Some more.
Thank you. He knows how to pronounce it, David.
John.
And Paul. There's John
and Paul. Are Mark, Luke, and Luke there also?
Well, they don't have that many phones in the house right now.
I see. Okay, we'll just talk to John and Paul then, and maybe Mark and Luke, if you're out there, you can give us a call at 882-9010. Hello, John and Paul. Hi. What are you guys doing this evening? That was a dumb question, wasn't it? Say, how old are you guys?
I'm 15.
You're 15, you're 13? Do your parents know you're watching the show?
Yeah.
They do? They approve?
Yeah.
Boy, are they weird. Now, was there any reason that you called this evening, any particular reason?
Yeah.
Is it a mystery, or are you going to tell me?
Yeah, I know. Because your songs are dumb.
What's that?
Your songs are weird.
My song's weird? Yeah, you're right, it is. It's totally weird. It was supposed to be weird, and I'm glad you guys caught it. You're pretty bright.
I know.
Okay, well, thank you for calling the telethon. We're going to have Isolde the belly dancer back on in just a second. Are you guys old enough to appreciate a little good belly dancing?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
When are you going to have the breakers on?
When are we going to have the breakers on? I wish some breakers would come down. I really do. We tried to get some breakers and we had some problems this week. But if there's anybody out there who does breakdancing or knows people who do breakdancing, give us a call at 888-2-9010, and we'll take the number down and we'll have people on next week.
We have an act here. Somebody is going to come onto the show right now. And we've been standing out in front of the building and we flagged an act down. Okay. Okay,
Good
Rex,
act, but
Rex,
you need to get out of his way.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the guy's way. Here comes probably the best act we've had drop in all night. On the count of 3, I'm going to get out of the way. And here it comes. There you have it. There you have it. The first drop-in act of the evening. So the folks at home, if you call 882-9010, we'll have that act or a better act again. So back to you in the studio, Randy. This is Dave Bukunus out in the rain.
And Charlie Brown's mother is on the phone right now. We'll see what she has to say.
Oh, the SWAT team? You like the SWAT team? Yes. Hey, Mom, by the way, we're live right now. This is my mother on the line here. She called to say that she just loves to watch me, and that's the only reason why she calls, right? It's the only reason why she watches the program, right?
The only way I get to see him.
You know, I don't have a car, and yeah.
Hey, Rocky wanted to know which one of the SWAT team you were.
Oh, I'm not any of the SWAT team.
He wasn't in on the SWAT team, but we liked that one.
Oh, okay. Are we coming on over here, Jim?
Okay, Charlie, you can talk directly on the mic, and we can hang up the phone, and we'll get it much clearer.
Oh, okay, I can talk directly on the mic. Is this right? Can I hear?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hey, you can hear me still.
You're right.
And I don't have the phone in my hand.
Can you hear me?
The wonders of technology.
Great.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And pretty soon we won't have to hold microphones either.
Well, now that would be nice too.
Yeah, we'll have the ones with the little antennas pretty soon.
Not like those head things you had on before.
Okay, Mom. Well, thanks for calling, and we'll go back to the team.
I'll watch you next week.
You watch me next week? All right. Well, if no one else is watching, I at least know my mother's watching.
Are you going to be on Christmas?
Are we gonna be on Christmas?
I see you.
Well, I might make a special trip over to see you, Mom, on Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye, son.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Of course, on Christmas, we will be having a special Having Christmas Dinner with Charlie Brown dinner right here on public access television, so his mom will not be disappointed. So right now, David, what are we going to do? We're going to go to the belly dancer?
Yeah, I thought since we have you sold over there hiding behind the palm tree. So if you're sitting at home right now and watching the show, dial 882-9010, and we'll go to the phone right now. As soon as he's sold has done some dancing. I get real excited out here. That last act just I just got, I can't.
Go sit down, David. Go take a breather. And we'll,
sold.
She gets you?
Yeah, she does.
There's somebody on here that wants to talk to the TWiT.
Well, we'll talk to them after he's sold.
Right after a soulless dance. And here it is. Start the music.
$17,000 a day. Right. Yeah.
Okay, we're on. We're live.
Hi there. Here we are out on the streets again. It's about 11:15. And across the street over my shoulder, we have one of our staff not tying up the TCC switchboard, but they're out there trying to get another act to come on down. It's been raining for a while, and, you know, it gives me a chance to stand out here, look at Congress Street. You know, not much is going on. And I get to think that only you at home can really make this thing happen. Isn't that right, Charlie? What you doing over there? I mean,
standing over here.
Yeah,
I was just thinking to myself, what do we do now?
What do we do now? You know, what we should be doing is we should let the folks at home call in, and we'll talk about whatever they want to talk about. You know, I've been thinking, Rex, what do you think we should be doing?
Well, I just came out to tell you that the band is setting up in the studio, and they'd like to play another number for us as soon as we're done out here.
Okay, well, when we get a wave here that the band is all ready, we'll come back into the studio. But if you're sitting at home, you know, give us a call after the band's done. Turn your set up a little bit louder and listen to them.
I'd just like to say, you know, if you're thinking about coming down here, but you were saying to yourself, nah, you know, everything's gonna be real uptight over there, and you know, people are gonna be acting crazy and really involved in what they're doing, and well, I just like to say it's wrong. You see, we're very laid back here. If we
were any more laid back, we'd be laid out, and that is a true fact statement. Right,
I mean,
right about here.
Obviously, these people trust us. I don't know why, but they let us take over their cable station.
That's right.
And I haven't the slightest idea why. If you owned a cable station, would you let us take it over?
Now,
why don't you call us and tell us right now?
Charlie, just go on off there. You know, I really think that it's a wonderful thing that Mayor Murphy appeared on tonight's show, you know, and I believe that Ron Astor, who's been with us before, Ron said he would call in tonight. He'd also come down next week. Next week he's going to play his accordion.
Ron's going to be playing his accordion this week.
No,
before
next
we
week.
leave. No, he's on. He's going to be on.
To whet your appetite, we're going to show Ron Astor playing the accordion over on University Boulevard.
And when he comes on, to the third caller, you can win a dream date with Ron Astor. If you call 882-9010, when you see the Ron Astor video playing in the streets with his accordion, call 882-9010. And Ron will take you out, and he'll bring his accordion. From what I hear, he's going to bring his harmonica, too?
The harmonica, and we're all going over to Bianchi's Pizzeria. That's Bianchi's, where the cow strike was.
We're not going over there today.
Well, no, not right now.
We're going there next week, maybe.
Next week, maybe we're going to go over to Bianchi's Pizzeria.
I think we should go somewhere.
Well, Ron Astor's dream date with Ron Astor is going to be taking place. So let's move over this way. So, Rex, what do we got here, Rex? We have a tomato.
Are we ready to go to the band yet?
Is it ready to go into the studio? Let's go back to the studio. Just punch up the studio now.
Are we ready?
Cue them in, and if there's nothing going on, punch in the telephone. So we're done out here. Let's go up the street, guys.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
The other morning, I saw Mr. Kenny, and he was walking down in La Placida, and the man had his finger so far up his nose, his thumb came out his ear. Shot.
They don't have frog balls. There's nothing like frog balls on a winter's night. They don't have frog balls. There's nothing like frog balls on a winter's night. They don't have frog balls. There's nothing like frog balls on a winter's night.
And this is Mr. Hugh Cawthorne, one of the greats of the British stage. Hugh, it's been wonderful having you with us, and thank you very much for your rendition of They Don't Have Frog Balls.
Thank you, Randy. It's my favorite piece.
We're on. We're back out here in the street. Isolde, I don't know how to begin to thank you for tonight.
Well, thank you. I had a wonderful time.
Did you have a real good time tonight?
I certainly did.
What was going on in the back room with the guys in the band? I heard a lot of laughter and shouts. What was really going on?
Well, they were all trying to imitate what I was doing.
Do you mean to tell me that those guys were in the back room, they wouldn't do it on camera, but they were trying to imitate?
Behind closed doors, right?
Isolde, I was just thinking to myself, you know, maybe next week you should come back, but maybe we're, you know, something a little less suggestive. Would you do that? Would you come back with a slightly less suggestive outfit?
I don't know. I'll have to really dig deep in my closet. I don't know if I have such a thing.
Well, Isolde,
you know, David, there's really nothing wrong with suggestive. I like what you wore, and I'd like...
Randy, your wife is on the camera. Go back over there. Anyway, Isolde, I want you to take this tomato as a symbol of our affection, our love, and our thanks.
Okay.
And as you go off into the rain, let's give Isolde a big hand. This is my big hand, Isolde. Her friend is going to take her down the street. They've got an axe with them. Lord only knows. While we were talking on the phone, someone called in, or talking to Isolde, someone called in, Randy. What is the name of the next song? We have a request?
I think it's for the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch?
That's what I thought they said. Anyway.
Well, we aim to please, so will you please aim and dial 882-9010, and in about, 15 seconds or so, let's go back inside to the studio. Jerry, Mark, and Kevin, let's hear the Brady Bunch. So you guys can jam through that. We'll take more requests.
Right. Okay, I guess we're going to do something by the Brady Bunch. We just had a telephone call for it. Hit it, fellas. Give me an A, please. This is a D. Oh, is this a D? All right. 2. Here's the story. Manny Brady was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. They were all alone till the one day when this lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. This crude would somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
We're out here on the street. It's nice to see the light on. David, we've got a new cameraman there. Rex has been working on the floor. Randy and I are out here in the rain. Hugh Cawthorne is in the studio by the phone. Kay Vandermark has been taking the calls. The calls have kind of dwindled off. It's kind of like it's a little after 11 and most folks are getting ready for bed. But we're still out here. We're going to stay on until midnight tonight. That's when the cows are coming home, aren't they, Randy?
I think they are, David. After the mozzarella strike ended, well, we found that out last week, of course. You know, it's really surprised me tonight, David. We haven't had a single call from John saying, can I tell Mary I love her, or anything like that. And I'm really surprised that we haven't. I think we haven't had as many calls as last week, but the quality has been a little better.
Next week, we have a citywide search going on for breakers. We want to have all the breakers in town, and I'm offering that chance. There's one right now going by. He obviously broke his foot. That's what happened. We want to get them all down here, out in the street. We'll put boards down if we have to. We'll get them out here breakdancing in the street the way it's supposed to happen, here on the streets on the Tucson Western International Telethon.
All of a sudden there I felt like an extra leg, David. I wasn't doing anything. I was just standing here in the rain, getting rained on.
Well, sometimes we got Charlie coming running out here.
Wait a minute. We have a lot of phone calls coming in.
Will we?
People want to talk on the phone, so
No, let's go on back into
the other
this
room.
Terrific.
Are they ready?
Are they ready for us in the other room? Let's go on into the... Let's just go right now. We can walk right now. Keep on camera. All right, Dave, you just follow us around there. Keep this microphone live. We're coming right on through.
And the
I'm gonna keep
telethon
on talking
continues
here.
by the grace of Queen Victoria. Randy Harris is on his way to the studio to take many more calls. Tell me, Kay, how are you enjoying yourself this evening?
I am having a marvelous time. This is much better than working the camera. I've been sitting all evening.
And you get lots of lovely people to talk to. Randy, there's somebody on the line for you now. Randy, I'm not sure even my impeccable flavor of dignity can give this program any amount of respectability. But we're trying. Who have you got on the line now, Randy?
Yes, I don't know who we have on the line now. Who do we have, Kay?
On the line.
Let's talk to Roy. Hi, Roy.
Hi, how are you?
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you doing?
Fine. What are you calling for, Roy?
Randy, this is we've come up with a complex situation here. Back in the 60s, you know, we had all these nice big telephone booths. These nice big telephone booths that you could get into and close the doors on, you know?
Big telephone booths you could get in and close the doors. I vaguely remember, yes.
Here lately, they've been coming out with these that you just, are little things that you can't even get into, you know? They're not much more than maybe a foot wide or so.
Right.
The question is, how can Superman get in there and change, you know, from Clark Kent to Superman?
How can he get in there and change from Clark Kent to Superman?
Right.
Is this a riddle, or you really want an answer?
I'm kind of wondering an answer. Maybe some of the viewers can call in and give some suggestions.
Maybe the viewers could call in and give some suggestions.
Right.
I understand he's using public restrooms these days. It's the only thing that, you know, that you can use these days since he doesn't have the telephone booths anymore.
Right.
Yes? He takes pills. That's what it says on the monitor.
Changes by taking pills. Let's get another caller.
So
coming
long.
on in.
Nice talking to you, Roy.
Okay, let's get the next caller. The number to call is 882-9010.
And we should be hearing it right about now. Come on. Ah, there we go.
The TUCSON Telethon.
I want to talk to we sold is what they want.
He wishes to speak to those two geeks standing there.
I think we're back to verbal abuse.
Let's do some verbal abuse. Which two geeks do you want to talk to?
Hey, you two. Hey, you with the bow tie.
Hey, Pipsqueak, talk up a little louder. I can't hear you.
Hey, listen. This is Freddie Blassie. I'm going to get the iron sheik down there, and he's going to pulverize the both of you. Now listen, you with the bow tie.
Yeah.
I heard that when your mother and father had you, they were both happy because your mother wanted a son, your father wanted a baby, and he wanted a daughter, and they were both happy.
I don't understand a word you said, but I want to know, sir.
I have one more question for you.
I've got, hey, listen, this is my show. Now listen, you shut up, okay? Did your mother have any children that lived? That's what I want to know. I hope you would call in and tell us if your mother had any children that lived. Or was your brother an only child?
Now listen, for a guy who looks like a cross between a menage a trois between Michael Goodrich, Pee Wee Herman, and Buck Henry, you have no room to talk.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Gosh, I'm going to be a star.
Talk to that English guy over there.
Where's
that guy with the fake English accent.
Hey, let's talk to the guy with the fake English accent. Hugh? Hugh, you're on the air.
How do you do?
Hey, don't give me any of that. I was walking on the streets of London one time, and I saw the likes of you coming down, poking me in my, you-know-what, with the tip of your umbrella.
Oh, my goodness me.
Now, listen, that belly dancer, I was in Cairo in 1977, and I think I picked up something from her, and I think you're the one that gave it to her.
I do not understand, sir. Thank you.
I think
Good
this
night.
is a typical John Loves Mary call. I think that's exactly what it is.
You know who loves you?
My mom. So long, and it's nice talking to you. Remember, we do have the button here in the studio. And you can, of course, turn us off, too, if you don't like what we're having here. And, another phone call.
TUCSON Telethon. Hello. May I ask who's calling? Tiny? Just a moment,
Let's
please.
put Tiny on the air here. I think it's time for Tiny.
You take it, Dave.
Okay. Hello, Tiny.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing tonight, Tiny?
All right.
What part of town are you in, Tiny?
South Tucson.
South Tucson, you watching the show?
Yeah.
You ever been on before?
No.
What question do you want to ask? We'll give you the answer to anything tonight.
Why come there's not a lot of breakers this on there?
I don't know, Tiny. Maybe it's because the rain happened. I don't know. You answer me. You know, like, is there something going on in town tonight that a lot of the young people are out at? Is there a concert or something? We didn't hear about it, if there is.
No, if there's anywhere there is on Speedway on 6.
There's something going on at Speedway and 6?
Yeah, because all they do is cruise up and down the street.
They're cruising tonight, but they're not dancing.
Nope.
You want to help us out and talk to some of the breakers at your school or in your neighborhood?
Uh-huh.
Can you bring some down next week?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to give you back to Kay right now, and what she's going to do is take your phone number, and we'll call you when we get off the air, probably earlier in the day tomorrow, and we'll find a way to get more of the breakers down. You help us out, because that's the only way this is going to work. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here's Kay again.
Hello, Tiny. Do you have the phone number?
Well, we're taking a look at the phone over there. That's the phone booth on Congress and between Church and Stone.
I think we have another call coming in.
You want to talk to Dave?
Someone to talk to Dave.
Someone wishes to speak to Dave.
Of the
Someone wants to talk to me.
coming over here.
There's me in there.
Hello? Okay, what's your name?
Ruth Ann Rogers.
Ruth Ann Rogers?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Ruth Ann. What part of town are you living in?
East side.
You're over on the east side.
Uh-huh.
What's on your mind tonight, Ruth Ann?
Oh, I had the wrong person, but it's okay. The other one that just talked to you on the mic.
Oh, you wanted to talk to the guy with the dark hair?
Uh-huh.
You want him to come out?
The one that just talked to you.
How come you want to talk to him?
Because he was playing with the band for our school.
Oh, yeah?
The 3D. Well, that's his.
Yeah?
That's his stuff.
Oh, and you remember him from your school?
Yeah.
What was he like at your school? He won't talk about it when he's out doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, he plays good band and that, and a lot of kids like him.
A lot of kids like him?
Uh-huh.
Did he do anything embarrassing or anything like that? Did he pick his nose or something?
No.
He didn't?
No.
What kind of music did he play?
Rock and all that stuff.
Rock and all that? Did he dance for you?
With a couple of kids.
He danced with a couple of the kids?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Was he a good dancer?
Uh-huh.
Ah. Do you want to talk to him now?
If he's available.
Well, do you have your television set on right now?
Uh-huh. Watching you right now.
Can you see him? Is this the guy you want to talk to?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out of the way and let you talk to him now. Okay, this is pretty good.
I think I have to have a microphone. Hi, how's it going?
Fine.
What's your name?
Ruth Ann Rogers.
What school did you go to?
Hello.
And I didn't do anything embarrassing?
No.
I must have had an off day then. That's all I have to say.
No. It's nice to have someone that you really like to have, like to be around, with all the band and that.
Well, thanks for calling.
And also I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee, so I'll bring something back.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And we're back here on the street.
Oh, no, we're not. No, forget it.
I love being out here on the street. Picking up the phone is a lot of hard work, and sometimes I like to come out on Congress Street. This is where we do the editing for the show, and I get to take a look and see who the folks are who are standing around. Sometimes the buses go by, and life gets a lot more simple. I remember the days when life was a lot simpler, when things were not as complex, when horses used to walk up this very street, There were a lot of times that, a hitching post was right here, and they used to put the reins over the hitching post, and sometimes the horse would sit there and leave remnants, much like the tomato remnants that we've got here. I think that folks at home, if they remember the horses or remember the tomato remnants, ought to give us a call at, of course, 882-9010.
Wait, hold on. It's that time, Dave.
What time is it?
It's time for the Win a Date with Ron Asta contest.
It's
now,
time?
if we can get slow, we're gonna go live right now. We're gonna go visit Ron Asta.
Yes.
Who is out in the street playing an accordion over by the U of A.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we do that right now?
Okay. And we're gonna go out and see Ron Asta, and then come on back here to the street and see what's going on. You know, I was just saying, Sydney, that I wish we had a picture of the two guys that are standing over there with their arms up, you know, and as the Asta tape kind of wound down there, you know, like, I knew where it was supposed to be, and actually in this position over here, we can see the red light.
Well, you know, they have been giving us all kinds of signals. I mean, some of them look like football signals. I mean, we've been getting all kinds of things. We got one like this, you know.
That's right. Well, that was free sold. That was free sold.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was what that one was. What do you think of the Ron Asta contest?
I think it should have been a Sidney Lee. Win a Date with Sidney Lee contest.
Well, how about this? You got anything to do after the show tonight?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm on the air.
You're on the air?
I'm on the air.
What time do you go on?
2 in the morning.
This man goes on at 2 in the morning, so right now, why don't we do this? Sydney needs a date for the next 2 hours. To the next caller who calls in, if you can get down here in a yellow cab, you'll have to pick up the fare yourself. But if you'll come down here in a yellow cab and get off right here in front of the Fox Theater, you can have a date with Sidney Lee.
For 2 hours. Now, can you believe that? And
I mean, that way if it's a bummer, I mean, they can get out of it quick.
Well, you know, you wouldn't want to get out of it anyway.
At this point, Sidney, I think maybe we should go back into the main stage, and we should...
Sounds like a winner.
Take a couple more phone calls.
Let's do it.
Okay, back to the studio, and let's see who's on the phone.
Let's make a call. Go walk to the phone booth.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, here comes Randy.
Hi, I think we're live in the studio. Who am I talking to?
I'm Greg Bays.
Hi, Greg. Did you call in to win a dream date with Sid Lee?
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh, okay. What did you have something else in mind?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys a question.
Okay, shoot.
You'd be pretty smart, and I thought you might know this answer to this question because nobody else does.
Okay, we know quite a few answers. Give us a question.
Okay, if a chicken and a half could lay an egg and a half in a day and a half, how long would it take a grasshopper with a wooden leg to take all the seeds out of dill pickle?
Wait a second. Let's go to Hugh for the answer.
I have the answer to that
Yes.
one. I have a very mathematical brain. I would say 51 days, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Am I correct, sir?
Sounds right to me.
Thank you very much. And we'll take the next question. Keep bringing your questions in. We'll be here all night.
Thank you very much. And the number is 882-9010. Here in the studios of TCCC in downtown Tucson, Arizona, right at this corner of Congress and Stone Avenue.
We have Diane on the line.
Hello, Diane. Woo! Just
I want to know if you did a backdrop for Utterback Junior High.
if I did a background for Utterback Junior High. Yes, I did. Hmm?
A backdrop.
Yes, I did. I did a backdrop for David and Lisa, as a matter of fact. Did you? Were you involved in that?
Well, I was in drama with Brenda Crellin,
Right.
and I remember I was there. I was watching you when you were painting it. Were you making it?
Terrific. Yeah, we painted a backdrop that was 9 feet high and 30 feet long.
Yeah.
And we did it in an hour. Five of your classmates and I.
Yeah, Justine Smith, Matthew, Christy, and Beck.
They were amazing. It was one of my most pleasant experiences of the year. I really enjoyed doing that.
And also the art teacher, Mr. Harold Gabbage.
Right, Harold, the artist?
Yeah.
And amazing man. I really like Harold.
Yes.
It's nice of you to call.
Okay.
You recognize me, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'll have to watch this. I'll have to start wearing more disguises. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night. We'll take the next call after we go to the street.
Again, we're out in the street. You know, there are a lot of people to thank for tonight's show as well. We have to thank the Tucson Water Department a great deal. There goes somebody else going by there. Honk if you love the telethon. Honk if you love the telethon. But there are a lot of people who have made this show possible. The credit list for this thing would go on and on and on and on. We made up a CG roll for the show. It got erased. We made up another roll that I was going to hold up like this, but then people got sick and people couldn't show up and other people couldn't do other things. We've got to thank the Tucson Water Department. We got to thank the Community Relations Department of the Mayor's office downstairs in City Hall with Trish. We've got to thank Janet Garcia, the keeper of Peat The Beak. Peat The Beak again will be appearing tomorrow at Elcon Mall at about noon, so if you want to meet Pete himself in person, he'll be over there. There's George Potter, who directed last week's show, who came in this week and helped with the technical direction. You've got Sloan Hickman, who's been sitting there all night long punching up this show. Now, Sloan and our staff go back a long way. We met at the KUAT telethon, and Sloan said, say, I do some directing, I'm a producer, I'm a writer, I can do some lighting. So Sloan joined us up at St. Francis's Church with the start of the TUCSON Western International Telethon. When George couldn't do this show tonight, I called Sloan on the phone and said, Sloan, do you want to take the first hour of it? Charlie Brown will take the second hour and I'll take the third hour. Well, we hid all the clocks. We've made sure that Sloan would not see the clock. The only clock that exists in this building, aside from wristwatches, which have been marked off, is the one here in the lobby, and I see that, and we're at 9 minutes of 12. So we have 9 minutes more to go, and I'm going to keep on thanking people, and I'll send it back into the studio for the things that I forget, or if there's another phone call that comes in. But Sloan has done a wonderful job on this. Directing live television is an absolutely incredible experience because it constantly changes, and either it's pre-planned, which this show was, it may not look it, but when people get sick, then you have to make changes. I think it's a credit to all of our endurances, the camera people, Connie Dent, Niven Voss, the air traffic controller who's been controlling stuff in the studio, Kay and Hugh. Who else has been there? Jerry Rosado and Kevin Schramm, and Mark Gallegos, and Rick. And then we get David out on another camera, and Rex Abert. And we have, let's see, who else has been there? We got Chris Wagner, who's on the audio board right now. We've got a man here standing here in a pith helmet. Come over here, sir. Sir, where have you been? You're on the telethon. Did you know you're on live television right now?
Yeah, I came down here for my date.
Your date?
Yeah.
Did you?
I paid $1.47 $11 to get down here.
Did you really? You came down in the cab?
Yeah.
And was that the cab that just over on the other side?
Yeah, I was yelling to you across the street.
That's fantastic. Where is he? Where's Sidney Lee? Sidney?
We have a date for him.
Sydney, we've got the date. Sydney, you can hang up the phone because we have a date for you. That's right.
He's ugly. He's not the guy that was on my TV.
No, there's somebody on the phone.
There's somebody on the phone for him? Who?
Either that or for Ron Asta. I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, why don't we cut back into the studio? Randy, who's on the phone?
Woo! Hello, Terry.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
You called in for the dream date with Sid Lee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think Sid may be on his way into the studio. What would you like to do with Sid?
I don't think it's mentionable on TV.
Well, I was going to ask you another question. I completely forgot what the other question was, but here comes Sid, and you'll have a chance to talk to him directly, all right? Come on, Mr. Sid, and talk right into that camera over there to this young lady.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
How are you? Hi. Do you want to say something to me? When are we going to have a date here?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Well, I'm on the corner of Congress.
Sounds a little crude,
Hey, Close Encounters of Congress Street, you know. What do you think about that?
Fantastic.
What are you going
That's
to for, Terry?
To tell you the truth, I
Go
haven't.
for it, man.
Do you think so?
Sid, you've been
I tell you what, okay.
For a long time. Listen.
I know it. I haven't been able to get a date, and now this
Have you got a phone number?
2 hours to kill. did. You got 2 hours to
Can you come down here? Can you come down here?
Telling us all night. That's why he was down here. You know, you think a disc jockey who's working the all-night shift would come up with, you know, like something to do in the early evening other than a nap.
I need a phone number. I need a phone number. Well, okay. I need a pencil and paper.
Let's go into the studio. We're going to go up to a public service announcement. Stay with us. The band is getting tuned up. We got another musical number. We got everything to go.
Our son has never really been too smart. We might have dropped him too many times when he was a kid. Then he got into drugs, and it seems like his brains got even mushier. Then we heard about the Speedway trade schools. Today, our son is a certified refrigerator defroster technician.
For more information on how you can become a certified refrigerator defroster, call the Speedway Trade Schools at 624-9000.
There's no need to fly or drive hundreds of miles for your next Love Boat cruise. Tucson now has its own Love Boat, and it's ready to sail.
Exciting and new. Welcome aboard. We've been expecting you. The love bed, even the crew gets in on the fun. The love bed, something for everyone. So tuck in for another cruise. We've changed the sheets, stocked up the booze, and don't worry about your wife anymore. If she gets BD, we'll put her ashore. It's love. Welcome aboard. It's love. It's love.
Well, how about that? The Love Boat continues on the TWiT network every Tuesday night. This over here, Sydney's going to take up his dignity, Scott. Mr. Cawthorn and Mr. Cawthorn, I think it's been dignified all evening. I think it's had a dignified situation. I want to go back out to the street. First class job. Kay Benmark, we'll see you later on. Kay's on the phone. Sid's picking up his date. Like the belly dancer. Randy's going to take us out right now while he and I go back to the street. Midwestern White Boys will be our closing out. We'll see you later on. Next week, everybody. More for a minute. I got a date. Got a date. Good night, Mom. I think that everyone should come out here and take us out right now. We get the white guy. I'm going to be on it in the morning.
Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, Louisville, Chicago, Indianapolis, Yak, Michigan, Iowa. Some folks say they suck. Midwestern white boys, we're cool, so cool. White Sox are cool. We came out here long ago, came west to seek a treasure. Sunshine here the whole day long, we found it made to measure. Only have to sing this song, communicate our pleasure. Midwestern white boys, we're cool, so cool. White Sox are cool. We came out here long ago, and they're glad we did. Took about 5 years or so till they had our kid. Didn't wanna fall for us, hug, fall in. Midwestern white boys, we're cool, so cool. White Sox are cool. Midwestern white boys, we're cool, so cool. I'll swim in a pool. Midwestern white boys, we're cool, so cool. I dance like a fool. Midwestern white boys, we're
you. This is the last 30 seconds, and this is our goodbye for this week.
They're lovely tomatoes, David.
They're absolutely wonderful tomatoes, and you've got me saying it now. Next week we'll have break dancers, we'll have people from Lay Theater, if Lay Theater is open. John Lowndes Costume Shop, by the way, needs to pay its electric bill, so if you folks at home want to rent a costume and come on down next Friday, help John out, because he needs a little effort. And for those of us right now, here, Hugh Cawthorn, myself, Randy, the boys in the band, and everybody on the show, thank you for watching tonight, and as we slowly fade to black, remember that the telethon will continue.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.